she fell in a septic pit. Teresa's world as it had been known collapsed. Her leg broke into two, and that was it. Her fate was rewritten, and she began days of agony as her leg began to rot away. The person who had dug the pit and left it uncovered only gave her peripheral support, refusing to take responsibility for his negligence. Teresa had resigned to her new destiny. She was confined to her sickbed for 3 years until she was informed that Justice Centres Uganda, Hoima, could help with her case. The help she received when she visited the centre has brought a fresh smile to her face and made her walk with her head high once again. Teresa had not known that she had rights to claim. The immediate settlement will not give her back her limb as it was, but it gives her satisfaction that at least justice has been served without her having to pay for it.
Nebaza Justice Centre banyamba kubanga ensonga zange zaali zikalubya omusajja nga aganye okunzijanjaba kyokka nampa ssente nenkola ki nensobola okujjanjaba okuggulu ate tewali kintu kyonna kugamba nti oba nabawayo akantu bwe kati.
Teresa and many like her are part of a growing number of vulnerable people who continue to get legal aid services provided by Justice Centres Uganda.
Because people can now walk in and get a free service without any bribery or corruption, it means we are helping them access justice easier, faster, quicker.
Justice Centres are a one-stop legal aid service delivery model that bridges the gap between the supply and demand sides of justice across civil and criminal areas for indigents. At the same time, Justice Centres Uganda empowers individuals and communities to claim their rights and demand for policy and social change. Justice Centres Uganda represents the beginning of fundamental efforts to restructure the provision of legal aid in Uganda.
One of our primary roles is to bridge the demand and supply sides of justice. Because the court exists, but people fear it. The police exists, but it has its challenges. So for us, we bridge these two.
The Justice Centres Uganda provides the government of Uganda with the necessary experience and lessons of a new model of legal aid service provision which focuses on efficiency, quality, and cost-effectiveness.
We make sure we give them the best advice that money can get. So we think about the richest person in Uganda and we say what kind of legal services would they get with all their money, and we try to deliver that.
Great.
The experiences and successes form a basis to advocate for reorganizing of and increasing state funding for legal aid. Legal aid is a human right and also a key ingredient of the right to a fair hearing under Article 14 of the International Covenant on Civil and Political Rights, ICCPR. As the key duty bearer to respect, protect, promote and fulfill human rights of citizens, the state is expected to provide legal aid to those who are unable to afford paid services of a lawyer so as to seek legal redress. This calls for a number of strategies, including the establishment of functioning institutions and systems and enhancing access to legal aid. Legal aid is not only a human right, but also a prerequisite to the enjoyment of other rights, including equality before the law, the right to be heard, fair trial, and access to justice, among other basic human rights. Legal aid services in Uganda have for a long time been provided by both the state and non-state actors without any comprehensive policy backing from the government. Justice Centre's mission is to promote the rights of vulnerable communities through provision of quality human rights-based legal aid, legal and rights awareness, community outreach, empowerment, and advocacy. Justice Centres Uganda has 4 strategic objectives. These are to enhance awareness of human rights and empower communities to claim their rights, to enable vulnerable communities and individuals to effectively resolve disputes using both litigation and alternative dispute resolution, to undertake human rights-centered and evidence-based advocacy for reform of laws, policies and practices, and to pilot justice centres as a model for delivery of legal aid services in Uganda. Objective 1. to enhance awareness of human rights and empower communities to claim their rights. The services of legal aid and legal education are few and far between throughout the country. The level of rights awareness and avenues to pursue them is therefore low. Justice Centres Uganda addresses these limitations through systematic legal and human rights awareness and education, follow-up and feedback. Activities include legal and human rights awareness campaigns within communities, legal and human rights education for specific target groups such as youth and women leaders, legal advice, counselling and mediation, following awareness sessions otherwise called mobile legal aid clinic. All the above activities are supplemented by media activities and IEC materials.
We go out to the communities deep down and we create awareness. We sensitize the communities. We've done different booklets, some of them which look like this, which we simplify the law and we distribute them.
We have actively engaged, in fact, on a daily basis, been to the police station for suspects parades. The police normally has these. They have the suspects parades conducted every morning to identify who should go to court, who should, generally who was brought in. We have been a part of this. A paralegal from Justice Centres goes there every day, and through this,